Welcome back, everyone. This is a continuation of our ticket project, and I have to give you a concept on how we're going to number your ticket. Now, in this project, we're only going to be doing 12 tickets, okay? And how we number them is very important when we're going to be creating the sheets when we print these out and when we cut them up. Okay, the number becomes very important, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So I have another file here for us to look at. And this is normally when we set up the pages for output. This is a very common mistake that people do. So they basically set up their tickets, and here's the numbering sequence that they do right in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then line 10, 11, 12. They do them in order, okay? And they print out the sheets, and there's the 3 sheets that I went ahead and printed out to show you what it looks like when it actually gets printed and what the potential problem is when we cut them out. Now, the problem is the sequence is in order sequentially on each sheet, but when you stack them, you'll see that the number 1 ticket is sitting over the number 5 ticket, which is sitting over the number 9 ticket. Now, normally, we would stack all these tickets up and then turn around and cut them, okay? Cut them and into 4 separate sets, all right, into their individual tickets. But here's where the problem lies. Now we have the numbering of the tickets are all out of sequence. This stack here is out of sequence, so is this one, so is all of them actually. So when you stack them up together, it doesn't make any sense. As you're doling it out, you see that you're doling out ticket number 1, then ticket number 5, then ticket number 9, and so on. So it's very confusing. They should be in order when they're cut out and stacked on top of each other. And normally this stack is stacked on top of this one, which is stacked on top of this one, which is stacked on top of this last one. Okay? So there's where the problem lies. When we number these tickets in sequence, how it should be sequenced is on this next page. This is actually how it should be sequenced. Okay, the number 1 ticket should be sitting next to the number 4 ticket, and the 4 ticket should be sitting next to the 7 and sitting next to the 10. As you can see, the sequence goes across the other way, which is when you stack these pages together, ticket 1 is now sitting on ticket number 2, which is sitting on ticket number 3. And when we cut these tickets up, you'll see that when they stack, they're stacked correctly, where now we get them in sequential order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. With one stack sitting on top of the other, sitting on top of the other, sitting on top of the other. All in numerical sequence now. When you dole them out, the ticket numbers will come out. Ticket 1, ticket 2, ticket 3, and so on. Perfect sequence. So that's how the numbering needs to be in the file that we're going to use for the data merge when we actually do this ticket. Okay? So, one thing we need to do before we continue this project, now that you understand this new concept, make sure on your ticket you have your numbers where you want them to be, and you can have them any font size and color and so on. But I do recommend that you have your number in a high contrast color. For example, on mine, since these colors are a little dark that it's sitting on, the background picture and these background colors, I'm having the numbers in white so you can see them very clearly. And I also have my ticket with bleed. As you can tell, I have bleed going all the way around it. So that's what we want to have, is to have our ticket set up to have some bleed on it, okay, and to have a high contrasty number, all right, sitting on the ticket already. And like I said, you can style it, the font, any way you want, all right, and we will I will show you how to set this up. I will give you the file that we're going to use. I'll give you a link for that you can download so we can walk through together on how to do the data merge process to create the ticket and the sequence that we need to be able to set these up for print. Fair enough? All right. So make sure you have your layout already ready to go and your numbers already sitting on the page. And I will see you in the next video.